What's up? It's James from James Reptiles. Today I'm gonna go over plans for breeders and plans for all my animals, and what I got going on and what I don't got going on. All right, so it's probably a good idea to start with my crested geckos because I got a bunch of them. In here I got my trio, my breeding trio. I'm not gonna sell any of them. They're just gonna keep going, and they'll keep pumping out eggs. I'll separate them whenever I need to. In here is Cletus and Paradise. Cletus is my first gecko that I produced, crested gecko that I produced. And I'm just gonna keep those two. Just Paradise is really nice and I bought him separately. So I'm gonna keep those two and raise them up. Down here in these four, I'm going to raise up all of these except probably that one, just because it's not as pretty. I'll probably take that one to a show. Same with all of these. I'll take all these to shows except for... Well, not except for the lily white. I'll take the lily white to the show. And if it sells, it sells. If it doesn't, I'll use it to breed next year. I think that's probably a pretty good idea. So there's my double Rex female rat sitting on a litter. That's the last litter I'm going to let him have. I already fed off the dad, and the other mom is with my sister because she wanted it. Those are gonna be the last rats I have. The rats were fun, and the rats saved me money because I made money off of them and I used some of them as snake food. But it was kind of a lot more work than I wanted. It was a lot more like paying attention to them and checking the water and the food every other day. That's just not what I wanted. I do that enough with the mice. So as soon as those rats are big enough to feed on their own, I'll get rid of the mom and I'll just slowly feed off the rats, probably. Maybe sell some of them. The mice, these are my two breeding tubs right now. I have one full of retired females. Some of them are laying their last litters, some of them are still pregnant. And I've got a tub with like two grow-up mice that are going to be snake food for a snake that only eats live. But hopefully the next week or so I'll be making a mouse rack with my buddy, and I'll be able to hold a lot more mice. I'll be able to breed a lot more mice, and when that happens, I'm gonna go get a CO2 tank and start euthanizing, and hopefully start selling some frozen mice. We'll see how that goes. I'll probably just do a bunch at once and try to sell them, like not freeze a bunch at once, but like put a bunch in the same bag and try to sell it to one guy, just make it easier instead of selling to like 15 different guys or girls. Mice. This is my superworm breeding colony. I keep wanting to give it up just because it's really slow, but I guess I should know that it's just starting, and those are the last like 4 of the original beetles that are still alive. Here are the oldest worms. They're starting to get some size. They're starting to look like small mealworms. But I just feel like it's probably not going to be worth it. I'll probably make the whole thing like start going, and then I'll sell it off or something, or just keep it going just enough to make for my animals. As for my dubia, I got lots of dubia. That bin up there on the left, I'm raising up a colony, and I'm slowly taking out the smallest adults, trying to make the general population bigger and breed out for size. Those ones on the right, I'm going for like yellow color. That one's kind of harder because you don't know if it just molted or not, but... And then those 3 bins right there are just all dubia. I'll need to sell some more in a week or two because it's getting pretty dense. And my hissing cockroaches, those are taking off pretty well, but I don't know, I just keep forgetting to post them. I probably want to sell them and just start another dubia colony, if I'm being honest. Over here we got corn snake. That's going to be a pair I'm raising up. In 2 years they'll be paired up and breeding. And then right here I have my albino king snake and 2 het albinos. And I'll produce a bunch of albino king snakes in a couple years, and I'll keep the hets back. I'm not really sure what I'll do with the hets yet. Those are the other mouse tubs. Alright, so here we got my leopards. This is Big Boy. He looked at my finger. Big Boy is Het, Eclipse, Het Bell. So hopefully next year he'll go to Tristina, which is a bell given to me by Tristan. I named it Tristina. So that'll produce Pos Het, Eclipse bells, and Pos Het, Eclipse, Het bells. Lefty and righty aren't doing nothing. They're just pets. These guys, I'm not real sure what I'm doing with. She's a retired breeder. I might grow her up for next year. I'm not going to use her. Actually, I probably won't use Pearl either, because Pearl's got a pretty bad underbite, and I'm trying to get that out. I sold the male that had the underbite. This girl, you can see just by the side, she looks super gravid. I put her in with my normal male, and hopefully she'll lay eggs for me soon. And when she does, I'll definitely know they're from her, because no one else has seen a male. And then, let's go down here. This is my whiteout patternless male. I gotta try to separate him. I gotta figure out something where I can separate him and get some bulk on him before next breeding season. I want him to be yoked. And of course, he'll be with Patty, which is my huge normal female. And then, I forget what I named that one, but she looks super Het patternless. So hopefully she is, and bred to him, we'll be able to find out for sure. And then this little girl, I don't know where she went. There she is. I love the stripes, so I'm gonna grow her up and definitely breed her with that nice male too, because there's a chance she's Het patternless or Pos Het patternless. So we'll find out. Here are the rest of my crested gecko eggs. These ones, some of them will hatch before the show and like grow up enough. Actually, they should. They should all be hatched before. Even these ones, these new ones. Because with the shows, end of September, it's like 2.5 months. That's plenty of time. In here I got some leopard gecko eggs that'll hatch soon. Those aren't mine. But they gonna hatch soon. Here's one of my Asian forest scorpions. This is my youngest, the baby. I don't have really any plans for these guys, just they're cool pets. Maybe I'll take them to the show and sell them. Who knows? Just because they're there. Get a couple bucks for them. Buy a snack at the show. But they're just really interesting, and they're fun to take pictures of. And they glow. They glow under black light. I don't have a black light, or I'd show you.